Paula Badosa and Aryna Sabalenka add a famous friend to their viral dances. Paula Badosa and Aryna Sabalenka triumph on TikTok with their choreography, joined by fellow tennis player Amanda Anisimova. Spanish tennis player Paula Badosa and her friend Aryna Sabalenka, who played doubles together at the WTA 500 Brisbane 2026, continue to triumph on TikTok with their dances and choreography. The Spaniard and the Belarusian added to their viral dances the tennis player Amanda Anisimova, world number 3. 3 better than 1, commented Aryna Sabalenka on Instagram, posting the video with Paula Badosa and Amanda Anisimova. Recently, Paula Badosa did not hesitate to define Aryna Sabalenka as my best friend. Paula Badosa and Sabalenka have described each other as their soulmates, and their fans know them by the shared nickname Sabadosa. Paula, Aryna, and the dance that changed the game. Once upon a season on the WTA Tour, when the courts shimmered under the summer sun and the expectations of fans were as high as championship trophies, 2 fierce competitors found themselves doing something no one expected. Chapter 1. The court is not just a court. Paula Badosa, the Spaniard with a fiery baseline game and a fierce heart, had always been known for her intensity. She played tennis the way a flamenco dancer moves, with passion, precision, and purpose. Every step she took was calculated, every strike was poetry. Yet beneath that serious exterior was a soul that craved laughter and joy. Aryna Sabalenka, the Belarusian powerhouse, revered for her booming serves and electrifying ground strokes, struck opponents like thunderbolts. She commanded attention not just with her strength, but with personality, bold, unpredictable, and undeniably magnetic. Off the court, Aryna carried the same energy she did on it, raw, unfiltered, unforgettable. These 2 were rivals, sure, but rivals with mutual respect. They pushed each other to play better, to fight harder, and, unbeknownst to the world, to let go of their seriousness now and then. Chapter 2. When the beat drops. It began after a long practice session before a major tournament. The players had been drilling serves, sprinting to every corner of the baseline, and launching forehands with the intensity of dragons breathing fire. In the locker room afterward, as the sweat cooled and muscles unwound, the playlist began. The music was not classical recovery music. It was a beat that thumped, one designed to make even the stiffest shoulders loosen. Paula was the first to smile, a small, reluctant thing, like the first buds of spring after a long winter. Then came Aryna, shrugging off her seriousness like a jacket after a long day. And somewhere between a laugh and a shoulder shimmy, they danced. It was spontaneous at first. A step here, a kick there, then a spin, then a laugh. Soon they were moving like 2 warring stars who had discovered a secret world off the court, a world where rhythm mattered more than rallying, where the beat was as important as the scoreboard. That video, unplanned, unpolished, unedited, found its way into the internet's wide-open arms. Within hours, the world saw Badosa's moves, sharp, rhythmic, rooted in passion. They saw Sabalenka's style, bold, expressive, unstoppable. The clip went viral, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. Chapter 3. Cue the famous friend. Enter the friend no one expected. As the video spread across feeds, likes, and shares, one celebrity took notice more keenly than others: Shakira. Yes, Shakira, the global superstar whose hips do not lie, whose rhythm has shaped stadiums and hearts alike. Shakira was on tour when a backstage dancer sent her the clip. At first, she laughed, a full-throated laugh that echoed through her dressing room. Then she started dancing along. Then she shared it on her feed and tagged the 2 tennis stars with a message that read, "Let's take this to the next level." Man dancing, woman dancing. Paula and Aryna were stunned. The idea of Shakira joining their viral dance? To them, it was like discovering that the moon was actually made of melodies and dreams. Chapter 4. The Dance Summit. A week later, in a sunlit studio, white walls, wooden floors, speakers set to a rhythm that made hearts race, Paula and Aryna stood, laughing nervously. And then through the door walked Shakira. Shakira, vibrant, charismatic, and wearing the kind of smile that suggests she already knows the next beat your heart will make. The air was electric. "What do you think," Shakira asked, "about making a dance challenge?" Without hesitation, laughter turned into collaboration. Paula, Aryna, and Shakira began crafting a routine that blended their worlds. Paula's precision footwork, echoing her fierce baseline movement. Aryna's explosive energy, a burst of motion and joy. Shakira's rhythmic flair, a fusion of styles that tied everything together. They called it the rally dance, a tribute to tennis rallies, to persistence, and to the joy of movement. Chapter 5. The challenge goes global. Then they posted it. The world exploded again. Players from every sport tried it. Celebrities danced to it. Fans in living rooms, parks, and playgrounds uploaded videos trying to match the rhythm. Parents danced with kids. Coaches danced with players. Even broadcasters couldn't resist bobbing their heads in the background. And somewhere in all this joy was the deeper message. That even fierce competitors can find unity in rhythm. That joy can be louder than pressure. That dance and sport are not so different. They're both expressions of heart and soul. Chapter 6. Beyond the virality. In the weeks that followed, Paula reflected on how unexpected this journey had been. At first, she had been cautious, worried about perception, about seriousness, about image. But then she realized that vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a strength. It connects. Aryna felt the same way. The dance reminded her that power isn't just measured in winners and losers, but in laughter, connection, and shared joy. Shakira continued to champion the challenge on her stages around the world, often inviting fans to dance alongside her. She said once, in an interview, "When sport and art dance together, magic happens." And magic did happen. Because the rally dance was not just a video. It became a movement, a celebration of life beyond competition. Chapter 7. The Legacy of a Beat. Months later, at a grand charity event in Barcelona, Paula, Aryna, and Shakira stood on a stage together. Hundreds of fans gathered, all wearing shirts with the rally dance logo, a tennis ball with musical notes swirling around it. A hush fell. Then, without cue, the music began. Paula took the lead with her steady steps. Aryna burst forth with her powerful moves. Shakira swayed into rhythm, lighting up the room. The crowd joined them, and suddenly the stadium wasn't framed by lines and nets. It was framed by smiles and hearts beating in unison. That night the dance wasn't viral. It was universal. And it reminded everyone that the simplest things, with courage, joy, and collaboration, can become the biggest parts of our lives. Epilogue. The beat lives on. Every time someone posts a new rally dance video, somewhere in the world someone else smiles. That's the real legacy of Paula Badosa, Aryna Sabalenka, and their famous friend Shakira. Not just champions of sport and music, but champions of connection. Because in the end, whether you rally with a racket or with rhythm, the heart always finds its beat.